Tell me what you're drinking, we can go pour one. Tell me what you're thinking, we can have some more fun.
So let's start with this Netflix news that I sent you.
You
about
kind of
too.
predicted this.
No, not I.
Oh,
okay. We must have the most influential show on the planet.
Okay. Yeah, obviously. There's like one key person, like the commissioner of MLB watches this show. Like he's one of the few people that do.
No. We must have an army of people who are all influential, because I've known about this for some time, actually. I had a news source leak this out to me. Shout out Levi Bogner. He shout out to me that Netflix was going to do this. So I've been holding on to this for so long.
Did you already know that this was happening?
No, I wanted it. The influential people watched our show. We're going to do this. And then Levi also leaked it to me.
It's been like 3 weeks. Wow.
Well, let's let them know.
How fast does this work?
Let's let them know what we're talking about. And we're talking about Netflix here. Actually creating a hard knock version of MLB.
Yeah, so on a previous episode, we had talked about how it would be great if there was hard knocks for MLB.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we're starved for content. We had to watch an Orioles documentary when they didn't even win.
They won the East.
Well, they won the East, but yeah, they didn't even win the World Series or anything. And
you better watch out for the next documentary, too.
Yeah, I know.
Corbin Burns.
That's how starved we are for content. So we were talking about how this would be a great idea. And it looks like you said, someone heard us.
It's here, baby. So they're going to come out with two series, I guess. One's going to be based off the 2004 Red Sox.
Okay.
Who broke the curse, and the other one's going to be just following them
the curse
during the season. Yeah, but the Red Sox curses.
There were a lot of curses that broke kind of around.
We need some more curses. I've been thinking about that. We need some more curses.
I was thinking about that too. Like, how do we make a curse?
No, we're not gonna. But let's talk about Netflix, right? So Netflix is teaming up with Major League Baseball for two projects, like we just said. The first one, Netflix, for the first time ever, is going to follow a major league team over the course of a full season. The docuseries is going to be about, the players, coaches, executives, and it's going to come out in 2025 about the 2024 season. And then later this year, the Netflix is going to come out with a documentary on the 2004 Sox, just like, breaking the curse.
So they're doing both on the Sox?
Yes, okay. Which, let me ask you first. Obviously, so step in the right direction. Mm-hmm. They're doing something really cool that I'm excited about as a baseball fan, and hopefully it'll get other people who aren't necessarily diehard fans like me watching the game and having eyes on the game.
It's definitely going to get Red Sox fans.
They could have done more. Maybe, I don't know all the...
They're testing. They're going to see how this goes.
Okay, that's what it is?
Yeah.
Dipping the toes in the water?
They're going to see, and that's why they're doing 04. Because I bet you anything, like the 04 Red Sox...
Well, that's fine.
Roster,
I think that's just...
If I remember correctly, had quite a lot of like heavy hitter Hispanic players.
Ortiz, Manny Ramirez.
Right. And so you're doing a few things. You're capitalizing on nostalgia because like the early aughts are in right now. You're getting in on that Hispanic market.
Let's shift focus from that 04 documentary and talk more about what we were talking about before with the Hard Knocks thing.
Okay.
How they're going to be following the team during 2024.
Right.
I guess they're... Hard Knocks, they release episodes in live time.
Okay.
So maybe that's more manpower because you're going to be churning and burning the
Sure, yeah.
Maybe Netflix doesn't know if they want to invest that much manpower into a show that's releasing episodes in live time.
Right.
So they're maybe testing the waters with, okay, we're going to cover them for 2024, release it in 2025. I would love to see it in live time, though, some point in the future, and not have to wait till the year's over.
Yeah.
Like, if something cool happens with the team, I want to hear about it.
Like that
week.
Yeah,
I want to hear about it. Yeah. And that would be cool. It'll have some more attention around it. Like, I wonder what happened with that. Let's watch this episode.
I mean, this kind of goes into more like entertainment business news, which is business is generally something I'm interested in.
Hey, MLB's entertainment.
I think that a few things, probably one, they want to test it out. Two, Netflix hasn't really seen... correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Leave it in the comments. But from what I recall, they haven't seen too much like full-on success in releasing things in like batches. Like for the big shows like Love is Blind, where they'll release like kind of more live.
That's the big show.
It is. It gets a lot of online attention. Like they release
Which
batches.
One's that again? Which one's that?
The one where they're in the pods. They're pod people.
I don't know that one.
Anyway, they release these batches of the shows, and they do see an attrition so that people, by the end, they're not watching as many. So my guess would be, and they've seen, with the binging they see
like Tiger King, everyone watched.
Yeah, people
okay.
watch. So that would be my guess. Again, I could totally be wrong, and like the data's changed there. So if you know, leave it in the comments.
Maybe
I'm
you're right.
interested, but I would imagine they're like, new thing. Let's test it out, and also let's just make it bingeable so that we know people are gonna watch.
That actually makes sense when you put it that way too.
That's what I'm
Because I
thinking.
can see how people would fall off if they lose interest, they stop watching.
Right, and then also like with the Hard Knock stuff, I mean, you are putting a lot of it's a risk, like which team you choose and why, and what happens throughout that season. Like are people gonna still care and tune in?
Are you cool with them? 30 teams.
Yeah.
Some really interesting teams. You could go young teams that have a bright future that were historically bad.
Mm-hmm.
You could go with teams that have a lot of star power. Why the Red Sox?
Well, I think I answered that question somewhat when I started talking
with
about the 04 thing.
There's a lot of teams though that have Hispanic players. It's not just the Red Sox.
But the other thing about the 04 Red Sox team is that curse.
But think about they're not following the 04 team this year. They're following this year's team.
Yeah.
So like you can have a documentary on the 04 Sox and then follow the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Right, but what they're gonna do? Well, they're not gonna do the Pirates.
No, but
just like MLB, they're gonna, or just like national show, like how we talked about which.
I guess the
games
first
get,
one,
you're gonna
you need a big market.
So my guess, again, based on what I know about entertainment and business, they would have done Red Sox, Yankees. Maybe like the
Cubs.
Dodgers.
Could have followed the Cubs.
I don't know about the Cubs.
Chicago.
Because you want, or you do a team that like literally just won, but the Rangers I don't think would be enough. Like they want
a big market.
They want that giant market, and they want that market also that has, like I said, almost like cross American. You know, like I would say a Yankees. The thing about the Yankees is they haven't done anything in the last 10 years or so. So
I mean,
you pick the Red Sox.
I guess you're right because the Sox have won a World Series in 18. But since then, like a lot of Sox fans are like, great. Like they're saying we've had so many good teams in the past few years.
Yeah.
And the time we have a documentary follow us for a season, you have this team that no one's excited about.
Right. Yeah, that's
but
true.
It is so Boston Red Sox to not be excited about a team and then have that team be nasty. So
that is actually very true.
We'll see how this year goes.
No, I mean, I think if nothing else, I'm excited. And also think about it this way, to do the double team thing, it actually kind of works out in their favor. I can't remember if
the
it
double
said,
team thing? What do you,
like
the
one
docuseries?
team gets to double the documentary, because what they're probably going to do is use the 04 documentary to push people into the documentary about right now. And again, this is all testing. So let's hope it does really well, because I think we could use a lot more, and there's lots of fun stories with all the teams that we could do. Although I'm sorry, probably like Pittsburgh, Brewers, Rockies. I don't know if you're going to get documentaries.
So in a perfect world where like you don't have to worry about testing or, you know, trying to get the most people.
Right.
I think there's a couple teams that if you were to do like what I'm saying, a live series, like live drop episodes, that's my perfect world for something like this. And even just have it for spring training and then do a different one for the season. But perfect teams, Pirates because they're young.
Okay.
They're hungry.
Dodgers
because they have Ohtani.
We're all going to learn Japanese by the end of
Yamamoto.
that documentary. I'm excited.
I'm just going to feel like we're watching an anime. Like, we're going to need some subtitles.
I need subtitles on that one.
Yeah. The Astros would be cool to get in their clubhouse.
The Astros might be the next one. Who knows if this does really well.
Yeah, hopefully.
Or
I think everyone's tired of that.
I'm telling you, if the Yankees pull out something this year, it'll probably be them next, only because of their market
New
size.
York. Yeah. Which, I mean, I don't know. But either way, pretty cool. And I think it's badass.
I want the documentary. This is going to be my request, since apparently the powers that be are listening to this.
Yeah, I was going to say, we are the most influential show on the planet.
My request is to put in a documentary on the front office over at Milwaukee, because as it has become my thing, I love everything that they put out marketing-wise.
I was going to say, are you a closeted Brewers fan now?
Not a Brewers fan, a Brewers business fan. I'm enjoying everything.
A Brewers baddie?
No. But I am enjoying every single thing they put out. Like, I am becoming a Brewers fan based on their marketing.
Yeah.
So, like, let me know who these people are. I need to know more about them.
They got some pretty cool stuff.
They're doing really cool stuff.
Other news, little side note, just to pivot off that Netflix. I'm actually really excited about that. I don't want to
it'll be good.
That.
And
really excited. And the 04 documentary, I'm excited for.
I hope they do, like, a creepy curse thing. I hope it gets really weird.
Yeah, we need. We'll talk.
Like
Maybe we'll bring that up in
Halloween-y.
another episode. But we need more curses. Like we need more curses because baseball's
Let's figure that
curses
out,
were
guys.
awesome.
Like, how do we do that?
We started. We just start saying
We're just like we are now cursing the Brewers.
which
We
doctor.
have cursed the Pittsburgh Pirates. Yeah,
Like I would come
pick a
out with like
team.
bone necklace and like a staff. Just like
Just you need a goat.
yeah.
Or no, you need
and
another
we have
like
a goat
farm.
on a
You
leash.
need another barn animal. Yeah,
That would be
like,
sweet.
You've got like a cow. You're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
the curse of the Marlins.
Yeah. It's like why is there a cow?
Why is there a cow there?
Tell me what you're drinking, we can go pour one. Tell me what you're thinking, we can have some more fun. I know that you said you don't think of me, but what you're doing now is telling different. Tell me what you're drinking, we can go pour one. Tell me what you're thinking, we can have some more fun. I know that you said you don't think of me, but what you're doing now is telling different.